Nobody's talking about the new Mamoswine. While the first version served a niche as a counter to water and fire type attackers, the latest Mamoswine is an absolute powerhouse. His Earthquake attack deals 160 damage for 4 energy. This deals 10 more damage than Rhyperior's Mountain Swing, which enables Mamoswine to one-hit KO some of the game's beefiest EX threats, while also getting the kill on the vast pool of EX Pokemon with 140 HP equipped with a giant cape. This kind of power output always comes at a price. Mamoswine's major downside is the fact that Earthquake will deal 20 damage to your entire bench. This is a big deal, unfortunately, as it leaves your teammates vulnerable to Cyrus plays. I was close to giving up on a Mamoswine deck because of this, until I realized there's a basic Pokemon hidden within the card pool that pairs perfectly with them. Regirock's Exoskeleton ability reduces 20 damage from any attack. This includes Mamoswine's Earthquake. If you're a Mamoswine fan, you're gonna love today's cook. We combine the ultimate defensive wall, a little bit of ramp, alongside one of Pokemon Pocket's most powerful non-EX finishers. Today's deck allows the new Mamoswine to bully the meta. Regirock is a phenomenal early game tank. 120 HP paired with the Exoskeleton ability allow Reggie to withstand all kinds of early game aggression, buying you time to build up energy onto Mamoswine. Both Regirock and Mamoswine's attacks require 3 specific sources of fighting type energy, the final energy being colorless. This is where Pichu comes in. We can accelerate our heavyweights with a Pichu lead to then pivot right away into Regirock as we manually build up the rest. Regirock's retreat cost of 3 has always been its main liability. With Lyra, that is no longer a problem. Once Mamoswine is ready, Mom Spaghetti, we Lyra to swap our Titans around, and the Earthquake spam begins. Poor Pichu will go down quickly, yet Regirock won't even feel it. Our opponents will though, as very few Pokemon can survive this absurd attack. This deck felt amazing. Mamoswine has flown under the radar this expansion, yet paired with Regirock, his all-powerful Earthquake will lead to domination. What Pokemon should have the ground next? Forse decide. Leave a comment down below, and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free. Free is good. Have us all day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here we go. Let's sweep them with your boy Mamo. Electric. Well, that's a pretty good matchup right there. We got a Pichu lead going first, which is ideal. Piloswine and Mamoswine in hand already. It's easier for us to find basics, so this is a very promising opening hand because of that professor's research. The one that is also vulnerable to an early game red card, which is always annoying, but I like it. I like what I see, though, you know, I don't want to jinx it because sometimes you have a very promising looking opening hand, but then you just cannot find that basic. This could be a game where I just don't draw sign up and I throw my computer off the window. That Pokemon is irrelevant for us, and you love to see it. There's the Pokeball. I'm gonna go for the Professor's Research first, though. I don't want to thin my deck out of basics. I want to draw them. So I'm going to prioritize that, and then we get that Swine up, and now we go for the Pokeball, guaranteeing us with 3 basics to lead off with. And I am going to play double Swine up. And Crackly Toss, effective immediately. We can just start mud slapping them. Like, this is the kind of game where we can just send in Piloswine. Like, we can just evolve naturally. Like, if they put that energy on Oricorio, there's no way they get to one-shot my Swine up in retaliation. Like, not Giovanni, nothing does it. They do find Zeraora, though. That allows them to back-to-back hit us. That's a big deal, actually. There's a Toe as well. That may change things. No, but now they're building up the Ho in the back, so yeah, that's actually great for us. Elemental Switch, you know, we could see a... I love seeing that Regirock there. We could definitely see a... We're not quite ready to hit him yet. And the problem, of course, is Pokemon like Lugia. That is something we gotta watch out for. So what are we doing here? Like, they're likely to be able to come in with that and knock us out. But I think ramping and placing a little bit of energy on Regirock is ultimately worth it. Because the reality is my Pichu is gonna go down anyways once I start firing away with Mamoswine. So letting my Regirock take a hit early is not ideal, especially because Ho has the ability to KO it, because they have just enough power to do so. They're doing 60 with Phoenix Turbo, so that allows them to two-shot Regirock. So if I let them two-shot Regirock and then I kill off the Pichu with my Earthquake, my Swine-Up could become a liability, my second Swine-Up. So I'm going to let Pichu remain the front line and take a hit. There's the okay, so it's Arceus. It's Arceus. That means the moment we send in Mamoswine, we can tank whatever hit is coming from them, and then we can retaliate. They put the energy on Oricorio instead. That is great for us. I can just bounce and knock you out. Maybe I should have put the energy on the Swine-Up instead. Like, putting it on the Regirock was arguably a mistake, though. I can always react accordingly with it. If they have a Giant Cape, is the Elemental Switch Giant Cape. Dawn, but no Giant Cape. If you don't have Giant Cape, it's over. But I do... there is a way this could go. I do have Guzma, but I don't have it in hand. Nope. Nope, we're done here. They're gonna witness. They got the build up there, but the moment they gave me that Oricorio, oh man, Piloswine coming in. Pulling its way. Ladies and gentlemen, Mamoswine for the win. Here we go. Shake him. One-shot them. Look at that Regirock in the bench taking no damage. Beautiful synergy. Beautiful, clean win. People are sleeping on this card. This card, like, I'm really happy. Like, this deck is actually very neat. Round two. Round two, here we go. Always like going second against fire. We got that Regirock lead with Lyra and double Pokeball to thin the deck. Nani? Oh, okay. Right off the bat, facing off against the Spice. Double Spice. We got that Lyra there. Okay, let's go for the Pokeball here. There's Pichu and Swine-Up, right? There we go. There we go. So as of now, we just start building you up. I don't want to play this Poison Bar because I only have one copy of it in my deck. I have to be very careful where I put it. And these Buffalants are going to take a while to attack. I would assume they're playing stuff like Magby or like one of the babies to ramp onto them. But right now is just a very, very slow start for them. I'm curious. I'm definitely a Charizard. Buffalant Charizard. What am I looking at here? Can somebody explain what's going on? They're just putting energy on it manually, using this to... Okay. Always love drawing that research. What do we get? Oh, ooh, okay, we're almost there. Because I smell like a red card, so I'm just gonna put this Poison Bar could be a problem though, because if the Charizard comes in, has 180 HP. I'm actually gonna place it onto Swine-Up. But I want to play that Poison just because... Oh. I mean, that was kind of... You could have just placed the energy here to begin with, but I guess you're trying to remain flexible. You do that before drawing, though. I don't like that. The sequencing is a little bit off here. Like, you should always draw first. And then make your plays, because the more information you have, the more, maybe you draw into something that makes you change your decision. So, not a big fan of the sequencing here. Not gonna complain, but just not a big fan of it. I'm gonna go for another research here first before I decide what to do, even like in my energy placement. And now I see that Regirock. We're gonna drop as well. They are invulnerable to our Earthquake. We're gonna put that energy onto Swine-Up. We're gonna Rare Candy. Bring in the Mamo. And now we're ready. All we need is for them to attack. If they just continuous headbutt this, then I actually hope they flip at least one heads. There we go. And does that kill me? That actually one-shots me. Oh my god. That's a debut. Not gonna lie, Buffalant looking pretty powerful here. If I play this Pichu, I literally die. So we're not doing that. We're not a fan of literally dying. We're gonna go for the Earthquake and just knock this out. And now they have to start all over again. Now they have to start all over again. What an epic victory! Round 3. This time we go first. Pichu to me. Pichu. No Pichu. Well, at least we got a Regirock lead, because Swino would have been the worst case scenario. There's a Mankey. There is a Mankey and nothing else. I'm gonna put this Poison Barb in here. Maybe deter them from... What's cool is that we survive. If it's like the two, you know, the Angry Primeape, but I'm referring to the Angry Primeape as the Primeape that requires 2 energy to attack and deals 100 damage if it has damage on it. That may actually help me. I mean, I don't have a Swinub, you know, but it's still gonna be a while before I can actually like attack with Mamoswine, so I'd rather... Oh wow. Okay. Okay, so they just charge recklessly, and they get poisoned. They must already have the Primeape in hand. We draw into Swinub. This is amazing. And we immediately stack energy onto it. And our plan is very simple. We gotta evolve immediately, so Aerodactyl does not stop us from doing so. Yep. Yep. There it is. Okay, so they had all the pieces, but we do survive this. Our exoskeleton allows us to survive this, ladies and gentlemen. Our boy is thick. That exoskeleton really coming in. And because of the limitation for Mew, I also have a Guzma here that could surprise them. But I'm gonna do this, into this. And not quite gonna Guzma yet, to be honest. Just have to worry about a... Now we do. Now we Guzma them. It actually probably doesn't make a difference, though, to be honest. What I'm worried about is a Sabrina. A Sabrina definitely matters here. So it's more likely for them to draw into Sabrina later. So if I drop this Swinub and they knock out my Pichu, then as we bring in Mamoswine, I'm vulnerable to Sabrina and Cyrus. So I just have to hope that they don't have it. I'm gonna go for the Guzma here. And I'm gonna Crackly Toss. Oh wait, oh no, I can't. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't actually need it. Yeah, it's not a basic. Mamoswine is not a basic. I just need that last card to not be. I just need that last card to not be Sabrina. It's not good. That's it. That's it, really. They may want to... No, actually, is that it? Yeah, it is. In hindsight, they could have retreated into the fossil and then send the Primeape back in, deal 100 damage, and then the combination of that actually took... So they had an out there. I don't know if they saw... I mean, they weren't killing my Pichu is the thing, right? So that was the issue. I mean, if they send the fossil to the front line, I would not have attacked into... I would not send Mamoswine in just yet. I would not have done that. I would have actually probably... I mean, depending on what I drew. If I drew into another Regirock, I could have just put that down and just start ramping into that. And then hope for a Lyra, so I'm not stuck with a Sabrina, but I'm also like not vulnerable to a Sabrina killing me in one turn. So the game was far from over, but I guess they just forgot they can retreat. All right, let's go for another one. Going first, we're on a roll. Oh, yes. Having that Pichu going first always feels amazing. We're just lacking Swine up here. Oh man, the punch can actually kill us. Swine up? Oh no, no Swine up is a problem. No Swine up is actually a problem here. We have all the evolutions, but we want to be able to ramp into it immediately. Especially with this kind of Pokemon that actually like, this super effective hit actually one-shots us. They red card me. And that could actually help me. Doesn't seem like that's the case though. Swine up? Okay, we got him. Guzma is important for us to be able to one-shot him. Let's go for the Pichu here and build up the Swine up. And let's hope we can find a rare candy soon. The thing is, like, we need rare candy and Guzma. We need both. Otherwise, we are in trouble. No matter how I look at it, we're in trouble. Because of the weakness. The weakness is a big deal. That's exactly the kind of draw I need. I need to find these next 3 draws. I need to find rare candy and Guzma. Or that. Okay, or that. Okay, if I top deck rare candy here, yeah, it's not just Guzma. Like the poison barb will also do it. I believe. Oh my goodness, I just need this. Rare candy. Rare candy, please. Okay, I thought for a moment for some reason I wasn't getting poisoned. Rare candy. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. It's all this. There's no other out. Rare candy to me. No. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the plan. They don't have Celesteela. So we're fine. And we have one more turn to draw into it. Oh my god, it's still possible. Come on. Let's not go down like this. Come on. Let's go! Let's go! Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh no, we're gonna get Lucamined. Oh no, we're gonna get loose. Oh no, it's happening. We're getting Lucamined. That's what they have in hand. No, I got so hyped, but we're dead. The moment we took that hit. No, they just don't have Lucamined. Oh no, they have Lucamined. Wait. Maybe, okay, just don't top deck it, because that means that they don't have it. Don't top deck it. Don't top deck Lucamined. Don't stop, okay? That's their top deck. That is their top deck right there. They find the Celesteela. No Lucamined. No! Come on! Oh my god. Oh my god, why would they do that? Why would they not just send Buzzwole to the front and just Lucamined immediately? playing with my emotions for no reason, bro. Oh, God. Oh, that's it. Oh, man. Close one. It came down to the draws. If we're able to establish the Mamoswine like one turn earlier, then we're not, because we can survive one hit. We can survive one big beat no matter what. And the Poison Barb definitely put in the work there. I cry every time. Salty, run back. We're out for vengeance. Against water, we got the Pichu lead. And Swinub as well with the entire evolution set here. And they got Corsola. Is this a Gyarados deck? It's a really good opener for us, though, especially having the evolution already online. Good stuff. We can swing with Piloswine effective immediately, but I don't know if we want to do that necessarily. Because we don't get the kill on Corsola, we deal 70 damage. Drawing into a... I am going to Crackly Toss, though. Drawing into... a Regirock would be nice, leaving us less vulnerable against Sabrina. They're just gonna find friends. That's what they're doing, just finding friends. I'm just gonna bounce with my head onto their face, and I'm gonna do it again and again. It is Gyarados, and we gotta respect it. We gotta respect its authority. Gotta evolve into Mamoswine so we're not vulnerable to getting one-shotted by it. And try to sweep him. We can tank the Gyarados no matter what, you know, no matter how much they feed into it. And the problem is if they connect with everything, like if they sack everything in the bench, then they lose, so they can't actually do that. Which takes away a lot from their attack. They go for the fishing net right there. To be expected. They're probably gonna go for a 100 hit and leave a Pokemon in the bench. Oh, they're playing... Okay. No, that's not, no. Nope, that's just not it. They did not think that through. We beat Giovanni. Giovanni went ahead and just caught a bunch of water types. I mean, Giovanni steals other people's Pokemon, right? So that kind of makes sense. His plays could have been better. What do we got now? How about that Pichu lead again? Oh, yeah, but that double is not something I'm happy with. Generally with this deck, you never, ever want to play double Pichu. Ever! Buffalant. Because then, you know, the moment you start firing off Earthquakes, you're just going to give your opponents 2 points. So that means if they take down one Regirock, then you're just dead. So Pichu is always just 1. Which could justify like a Pokemon communication, but the problem is we have 9 Pokemon, so that's when it starts to get a little bit clunky. And Piloswine is quite important. This is a Lowland Marowak. We got the Swine up. Let's go for the research here. They can pivot Celesteela into it though. Okay, so we're just doing this into this into this. We're not playing the other Pichu again ever. We play 2 Pichus to enhance our chances of leading off with it, which is what we want it for. But we never play both of them. The ideal board state is 1 Pichu, 2 Regirocks, and 1 Mamoswine. That's what we work towards. It does leave us more vulnerable towards hand disruption, But that's just the name of the game, really. There's the Alolan Marowak. They put the energy onto it. And there's the Buffalant as well. Yeah, this is a bit of a threat. This combination is a bit threatening. I'm gonna go for the Pokeball first, because my chances of picking up Regirock here are pretty high, and then I'm gonna go for the Professor's Research, because that enhances my chances now of finding Piloswine or Rare Candy. We go for the Rare Candy immediately. And drop that Regirock in there as well. We place the energy onto Mamoswine. And we Crackly Toss once more to put up that electric energy onto our Regirock to enable it as an attacker as well. Because we may very well need it here. So if I kill this and I knock that out, let's see if I can get another Regirock here. I like that. This is the ideal board state. They probably have Ilima. Otherwise, they can't switch into this. So I'm going to make use of their low speed and take up some time to build up my bench. Because they're waiting for me to attack into the Celesteela. Otherwise, they can only pivot into the Buffalant. So I'm going to make use of that and leave them locked in because they're prioritizing the Marowak. And as long as they don't damage, the Celesteela, they just cannot do anything with it. So now they're building up Buffalant, which they probably are looking to enable with Lusamine. But I'm disrupting their sequencing by slowing down the game and preparing my attackers, so I don't leave the Mamoswine vulnerable to begin with. Okay. Now at this point, Pichu isn't quite necessary, but I still require one more turn. I can always put another energy here so I can retreat with this easier. Because I can send in Mamoswine now, but it's still a little bit too early, so we're gonna do this. Am I gonna go for Poison Barb, though? Honestly, not yet. I'm just gonna Crackly Toss again. This way, I can pivot with the Regirock manually. They get rid of the Lyra. So now I can send in Mamoswine and knock out Celesteela. Then what do? They bring in Marowak. I knock that back because Buffalant doesn't kill me. But then if they somehow, yeah, they can't attack with Buffalant next turn. They have to attack with Marowak first. And only if they flip double heads do they kill my... Mamo in and Earthquake. My Pichu takes the hit, unfortunately, but my Regirocks do not. Now they bring in Mel. I just need them to not flip two heads. Though they could run something like Will. Okay. Yeah, it may come down to this. It may come down to, do they flip two heads or not? Because I believe that is enough. Come on, Tails. Tails! Tails! Nice try. Get wrecked. God, I'm so good. I'm the best. And I don't even stay burned. That's my Pokemon. That's my Pokemon right there. Let's smash him. Let's not get carried away though. Let's place the energy. Let's smash away, ladies and gentlemen. Pichu taking a hit for the team. That's Pichu's role in this team. It's just like charge up his teammates, and then he just dies as collateral. It's a little bit sad, but you know, it is what it is. And the thing is, our Regirock survives the Beat Punk, in case anybody's wondering, unless they have Giovanni. There's the Lusamine. But I still have that Poison Bar, baby. And that's all I need. I actually want you to connect here. GG, no re. Having that said, I do think that ultimately Rocky Helmet is better for this deck. I would recommend you guys change Poison Bar for Rocky Helmet. Oh yeah. Came down to that flip though. Like the fact that with, you know, if they flip it, but I mean it's like a 50, it turns into a 50-50. Like it's still like I'm not crazy about, you know, combining Will with cards like that. And you know, the problem is when you combine Ultra Beast with a Pokemon like a Alolan Marowak, you have to run stuff like Ilima, otherwise, because you want Buffalant to be kind of like your final attacker, right? So well, it was a spicy cook. But there are some issues to it, and we explored it a little bit. Let's go for that one. Final boss. Here we go. Pichu. Pichu to me! Okay, well, that'll do. Against Steel. Now, Steel could be a lot of things. It could be Solgaleo. It could be Skarmory I haven't seen that in a while. Skarmory Magnezone. How do we feel about that? I don't think this should be a terrible matchup. It's just a matter of, especially because we're going second. But what's important is for us to find the Swinub as quickly as possible so we can start placing energy on it immediately. Okay, no, they even play Klefki to draw into the Magnezone pieces. Okay. I need Swinub here. I really, really, really need Swinub here. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was clutch. Okay. We got Regirock to hold the line, and we got Swinub to build up here. We're just missing Piloswine or Rare Candy, but this is a solid opener. No Pichu, but it is what it is. Can't have everything. We got double Lyra, so we have the easy ability to pivot, but we gotta be careful though, because if the Magnezone comes in on us. Okay, they just bring in the Skarmory. And Pichu is here, ladies and gentlemen. Pichu is here. They need to find a tool. I need to find a way to enable a sweep here. Getting the kill on the Skarmory and then... My boy Reggie's gonna tank this for days though. And I can Lyra immediately to ramp with Pichu anyways. We got another Pokeball in there. Bit of a slow start here. We have another Regirock would be ideal here. No, that's not it. That ain't it, Chief. I think we Lyra to get the ramp in immediately. Because if we can get the kill onto Skarmory with this, that's the ideal scenario. So we can ramp faster, right? Like if we place the energy and we do that, we got 3, yeah. Yeah, let's go for it. Because now it depends on what my draws are. My Pichu is going to go down anyways when I throw in the Mamoswine, so I may as well... I'm using it here to accelerate my Regirock and to buy me a turn. Because we can take this approach because we have double Lyra in hand. But if I pick up Piloswine or Rare Candy next turn, I can resort to the second Lyra to tank a hit with Regirock and then send Mamoswine in. If they bring in the Magnezone first... then that means I get to one-shot it, and then it's very hard for them to be able to, even with 2 Pokemon, to kill my Mamoswine because he's very resilient. 160 HP is no joke. There is another another Regirock right there, so that changes things. The problem with this line of play is that we are at range for the Magnezone to come in and finish us. So if I place the energy onto this... Yeah, for the time being, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna place the energy onto Swine up here. To guarantee that if I top deck into Rare Candy, I can automatically send Mamoswine. They top deck that Pokeball, but I need to be able to have the... Because if I place the energy onto Regirock and they pivot into Magnezone, then they get to knock out my Regirock in one hit, and I cannot retaliate with Mamoswine no matter what. And that brings me to... that puts me in a conundrum. So I need to adjust to that. We have... we still have one Professor's Research in the deck. But my Regirock is so thick that he still tanks. Look how much he's tanking that, because now I can start placing energies on him. There we go. And now we build up the Regirock, because if I can get the kill on this Skarmory with the Regirock, then that's everything. Because then, even if they Sabrina me, my Regirock will survive a hit from Magnezone no matter what. So I can Lyra out and kill it. The combination of Sabrina into Cyrus is what I'm afraid of at this point. That's the biggest issue here. But this is why, like, Regirock is just the perfect teammate. I've combined Regirock in the fast with, like, Pokemon like Rhyperior, but Mamoswine is just perfect for it. The synergy with the exoskeleton and the fact that this Pokemon is actually, like, really tough to beat down. Like, it survives a hit from Giratina EX. Pokemon that require, like, Pokemon that attack with 50 damage like Skarmory just take a bazillion turns to get rid of it. And if they send in Magnezone immediately, then we get to one-shot it. And they don't want that. They do not want that. They cannot afford that. So we are quite simply gonna crush it. In one hit. Just like that. Just like that. And that's checkmate. Like, the fact that I'm able to kill that Skarmory with the Regirock before sending Mamoswine in. Now they're probably going to pivot into the Skarmory, but at this point we don't care. At this point we bring in Mamoswine, and it's over because we got that kill. Now, even if they have Sabrina and Cyrus in hand, they just don't have enough time. Huge, huge highlight of, like, Regirock here. This Pokemon has been really, really underrated ever since it was released. Like, it's a lot better than people give it credit for. It really is, and especially with cards like Lyra now. Very underplayed. Very underplayed card. There's a Sabrina. To be expected. But we got the Lyra. We got the Lyra, and ladies and gentlemen, that is all we need. Now the question is, should I just bring in the Mamoswine? Yeah, right? The power! Look at that Earthquake. It's checkmate. Like, they could Cyrus the Regirock, and that's fine. They still need to kill it. They still need 2 more points, and they just cannot, like, this absolute monster. I could have theoretically just sent in the Regirock to finish that, but I know for a fact that there's no way they can one-shot my Mamoswine. There's just no way, and this is pointless. They did have Sabrina Cyrus. They did have it, but Regirock's resilience is checkmate. Like, I don't know what they're thinking about here. Like, they really, yeah, they just can't. They can't really do anything. We just keep placing energy. Drop a Poison Barb there, because why the hell not? Keep everything else in our hand. We don't care. We do not care, unless they have a surprise way to deal damage to the bench. They're on copium. This is copium at its finest. It's a powerful addiction. Has ruined the life of many players. But it's just one of those things that you're just happy to see when it's not happening to you, you know? Like, it's just one of the darkest aspects of human nature. Like, when you see others do poorly and you do great, it just, your brain releases some feel good. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to add a little bit of narration to this game that is quite clearly over. They have, okay, you got 2 Magnezones, cool. You attack my hand, cool. You're still dead. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do. Okay. Cool. Good job, buddy. My turn. Outta here. Beautiful. I would have been able to kill 2 Magnezones. I would have been able to win 4 points. What a Chad. What a beast. And shout outs to Regirock as well. MVP of this game. Phenomenal. Good stuff. And that's Mamoswine, man. He's definitely very playable. Like, not a meme card. You know, I'm not saying it's a top meta deck, but definitely this deck works. You know, we got the elements to ramp. We have the ways to pivot around. We have excellent walls in Regirock. And then 160 damage. 160 damage one-shots the vast majority of, like, almost everything. Except Pokemon with, like, EX Pokemon with 180 HP. So you can make an argument for including stuff like Red alongside Guzma. You know, because Sabrina, I don't know if we've ever actually used Sabrina too often. Like, Sabrina is actually potentially the most sus. It can't help in certain situations, though, where they try to hide their EX Pokemon behind another non-EX and we can hunt it down. Like, it can be quite critical in those situations. And I would recommend Poison Barb, you know, taking it out for Rocky Helmet. Like, I'm a big fan of Poison Barb, but I think in this deck we need that immediate 20 damage. And in situations like, you know, if we were to face Charizard, Stoke Charizard, Rocky Helmet actually makes a difference, right? Because if they attack us, they automatically put themselves at range. Like, if we hit them first and they attack us back, they immediately die. And that doesn't actually happen with Poison Barb. So, you know, keep that in mind. I think Rocky Helmet is the better choice. But, you know, I recorded with Poison Barb, so that's what I'll go with. And I'm just yapping. Love you, so thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like for motherfucking Mamoswine. Don't demonetize me. I just said that once at the very end of the video. Please, YouTube's like, they're being very aggressive. I gotta be PG. And I just can't stop talking. That was all day. Hope you enjoyed the matches. I'll see you guys tomorrow.